Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Bay reporting for MuscularDevelopment.com here at the 2013 NPC Teen Collegiate Masters National Championships. With me here, I have Troy Tate, Masters over 35, and the Masters over 35 heavyweight winner, and the Masters over 35 overall winner, and the new IFBB Pro.
Now, this moment here, I just barely walked off the stage. Just barely won my weight class and won the overall here at that Masters Nationals 2013, the heavyweight and the overall. And I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I got bombarded by RX Muscle, NPC News Online, Muscular Development, all these people with cameras and microphones and going, wanting to talk to me.
Troy, you've been competing at the national level for a while. Talk to me a little bit about how it feels to finally be an IFBB Pro.
Amazing. It feels phenomenal. There's no words that can explain it. Wow, I don't know what to say.
At this very moment, like being put on the spot like this, I didn't know what the heck to say, and I was just like, oh, wow, I was just so, almost teary-eyed and just couldn't compose myself, and I was thinking, wow, I'm no longer a national-level competitor or an amateur. I'm a pro now, so shit, I gotta act like a professional, and no more national shows. Time to do a pro show the next time I compete. So reality was just trying to creep on in, but it was really, really hard for me to comprehend everything. I was just so in awe of what the hell was going on, and I was like, holy hell, I'm actually a pro now. Wow, crazy.
It hasn't fully hit me yet, It's starting to hit me now, but
well, how many?
I'm ready for a pro show now. No more, national level contests.
How many years have you been competing? I know that you've been on the national level for a while, but when did you first start competing?
In 1994, I did my first show, just turning 20.
Okay.
I was 19 years old getting ready for this contest, and I just turned 20 years old.
All right, so you've been competing for the better part of 2 decades then, huh?
Yeah, going on 20 years, man.
20 years. Now, Troy, one of the things that guys who are familiar with you will notice is that normally you competed as a light heavyweight, and for a long time you've been doing that. You've been pretty successful, always placing respectably at a national level. Talk to me a little bit about your move up to the heavyweights and, and what you did to make that transition.
Well, I took a whole year. I hired George Farah, and he's been a blessing. He's been really a blessing for me. And I just listened to everything he said, and I knew that as a heavy for my width, that with my bone structure, I'd be a lot better off turning professional than saying a light heavy, because I'd always over diet or come in flat or not. I'd come in lean, but I wouldn't come in full. Always be something missing, or my legs would stay big, my upper body would get small, and I just didn't feel very complete. When I was younger, I was able to get away with it, but over the years of powerlifting and training heavy, and getting older with muscle maturity, it was getting harder and harder to make weight and suck down, and I ended up not looking as good coming down. I would win every stage show, almost an overall title at the stage shows as a heavy at 205, 206. So I thought, okay, well, if I'm only 7-8 pounds from the light heavy, I'll just suck it down. And
sure.
it just kept making me go 2 steps forward, 2 steps backwards, for every off season and pre-contest. And you want to grow as a bodybuilder, yet you want to be confident in the weight class that you're in.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys when they get ready for shows have that mentality. If you're close to a weight class, try to sneak in. But it seems like a lot of guys are kind of just going towards, I'm going to get ready for my show. Wherever I weigh in, that's where I weigh in. And, like you had just kind of touched on, it certainly worked out. We're going to talk to George here for a little bit. George, first off, congratulations. We got another one of your clients walking away with a pro card. Now, Troy's, he's not an old guy, but he's been around the scene for a while. It's rare that somebody that's been around as long as Troy is going to bump up as much as he did. We had just touched on a little bit ago about him competing as a light heavyweight and moving up.
Now, to be honest, I was afraid to even be a heavyweight competing at the national level because I had a couple bad experiences, competing as a heavy. Well, first was my very first nationals as a heavyweight in 2004, and I got my ass kicked. I got 16th place. I basically did some quarter turns and some mandatories, and I was done. I didn't even get to come back to the night show to represent myself in the top 10 or the top 15, and I was afraid to death that might happen again, you know. But with George's confidence and his coaching and his ability to connect with me, oh man, it just made the night and day difference of everything. And I just, you know, I need to keep repeating that and reiterating that. But he had confidence in me. He says, do the Masters Nationals. You will get your pro card. Trust me. I'm like, are you sure? Do I need to do North Americans or another contest? Or should I do 2 or 3 shows in a row with you so I can get my pro card for sure? He's like, no, you don't need to do that. You're going to win it here. Trust me with the way you look. You're going to do phenomenal. You just have to put your trust in me and follow the process, and you'll be fine. And sure enough, I ended up winning this contest. And when I won my weight class backstage, I told George, I said, you know what? I'm going to win the whole show now. I'm going to win the overall. I'm going to do it for us and do it for you. And oh, man.
Talk to me a little bit about, you know, on your end as his coach, when you see somebody like Troy, light heavyweight over and over and over again, you know, what did you see that, you know, that influenced you, I guess I could say, to convince him to move to a heavyweight?
Well, there's no convincing. It's what I told him is, you're still missing stuff as a light heavy. I said, let's prep the whole year, take the whole year, because he was at the USA, I think you were 11th or something. I said, dude, that's why. I said, that's the problem, because he's actually been talking to me for a couple of years before he hired me. And then finally I said, listen, let's take that whole year and move you up a class. I said, don't worry about it. You know, if you're not going to look good at that weight, believe me, we're not going to let you stay there. But what happened, he's such a freaking trooper, that guy, man. I'm going to tell you, he follows his diet like amazingly. I mean, seriously, I send him a diet. I tell him, listen, I want you to cheat once a week. What should I cheat on? I'm like, dude, just enjoy it. You know what I mean? But he's really that good because, you know, like I've been telling everybody, man, I'm just a stone right here, just to show people what they need to do, and it's up to them. I mean, they are the one who are putting the work and busting their butt off, like I said earlier. So I'm very proud of this man, you know. And what we did, actually, I told him, let's see what's going to happen. And believe it or not, the heaviest we've been, I don't know, what were your heaviest?
232.
Yeah, like 230. You know, 230. Yeah. So it really, you know, and it was with the food and everything. So in the morning, probably it would have been 224 or something. So really, all what we did, you know, kept them real lean all year around. And we dropped like, you know, 6 to 8 pounds, you know, and he was like 216, you know what I mean, before we even like really carved him up heavy. And I tell you, I think he was like 220 on the stage, and you saw his condition. He was amazing. So I'm very proud of him, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to the IFBB. Well, George, obviously the judges agreed with your assessment on Troy's conditioning being one of the best here in the show, and as a overall physique, you know, the best in the men's over 35. So, Troy, we're going to wrap things up here. Let you get going, get some food in you, and celebrate. All right. Well, from everybody at musculardevelopment.com, congratulations on earning your IFBB Pro card. This is David Bay with Troy Tate, George Farah, the Guru, reporting from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the 2013 NPC Teen Collegiate Masters National Championships.